Facing disrespectful situations is something we all have to deal with at some point in our lives, and we know it can be uncomfortable and frustrating. However, what if we could draw valuable lessons from ancient Stoic philosophy, which offers us wisdom and grace in the face of challenges? In this video, we embark on a journey to explore 10 practical principles of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, which have the potential to considerably improve our ability to face and overcome disrespectful situations. By immersing ourselves in these timeless lessons, we aim not only to understand how the Stoics approached adversity, but also to apply these principles to our own lives. Stoic philosophy offers a unique approach to cultivating self-control in the face of adversity, promoting mastery and building healthy relationships. So get ready for an enriching exploration that can transform not only the way you deal with disrespect, but also the way you face challenges in your life journey. Number 1. Set clear boundaries. Stoicism is like being a rock, resistant in the face of disrespect and injustice. Just as a rock knows its own worth and demands respect, we too can adopt this firm stance. This does not mean being submissive, but controlling what is under our control and letting go of what is not. When confronted with disrespect, it is not necessary to react with immediate anger. We can adopt a calm and assertive approach, telling the person what was done wrong and expressing how we expect to be treated. Setting clear and fair limits is a Stoic practice that preserves our dignity and self-esteem. Stoicism, therefore, is a guide to resilience, justice, and courage. It guides us not only to respect ourselves, but also to respect others. It teaches us to maintain internal control over our reactions and preserve our external dignity in all situations. In this way, we can be like rocks, firm in our principles, facing disrespect with integrity and assertiveness. Number 2. Use humor. In difficult times, resorting to good humor can prove to be a valuable strategy. As Seneca so aptly put it, "You are in control when you know how to deal with what should not be taken too seriously." Stoicism, by instructing us to control our emotions and take a rational approach to adversity, recognizes the importance of humor as a tool for facing challenges. Laughter, in this context, plays an important role in helping to maintain emotional balance, preventing us from indulging in excessive irritation or discouragement when confronted with disrespect. Rather than allowing emotions to dominate the situation, we can make a conscious choice to respond to disrespect with a light-hearted comment or a humorous joke. Of course, the use of humor requires discernment and sensitivity to the situation, but when employed appropriately, it can become an effective Stoic technique for dealing with disrespect. The ability to find lightness even in challenging circumstances not only reflects a Stoic attitude towards life, but also contributes to more positive and constructive outcomes in personal interactions. Number 3. Keep calm. One of the fundamental principles of Stoicism guides us to understand that we are not shaken by the events themselves, but by the way we interpret them. In other words, it's not an event and a reaction that happens, but rather an event, a judgment about that event, and only then a reaction. As Epictetus wisely said, people are not disturbed by things but by the view they take of them. This means that disrespect is not inherently harmful or offensive. It is our interpretation and judgment that makes us feel hurt or angry about the situation. When someone acts disrespectfully, it is essential to remember that their behavior is the result of their own thoughts, feelings, and opinions, and in no way reflects our true value as individuals. Cultivating this perspective can become a powerful tool for keeping calm in the face of disrespectful attitudes, preventing such behavior from deeply affecting your emotions. So breathe and don't respond. Every time someone disrespects you and you don't respond, you are taking away all their power. Number 4. Ask for clarification. In his Meditations, Marcus Aurelius highlights the virtues of patience and careful investigation. When confronting disrespect, he encourages us to follow the path of wisdom, initiating a dialogue aimed at clarifying the true intentions behind other people's actions. In the Stoic practice of asking for clarification, inspired by the philosophy of Marcus Aurelius, it is not just a matter of questioning, but of doing so with an open mind and without prejudice. Recognizing the complexity of human emotions, the Stoic seeks to understand the context that shapes disrespectful behavior. The Roman emperor teaches us that by asking for clarification, we are not just seeking answers, we are building bridges of understanding. This approach not only reveals the truth behind disrespect, but also provides the opportunity to cultivate empathy and compassion. In the Stoic spirit, Marco Aurelio highlights the importance of controlling our emotional reactions, recognizing that true strength lies in the ability to remain calm in the face of adversity. Thus, by applying the principle of asking for clarification, we are inspired by Marcus Aurelius's philosophy to transcend reactive impulses and embrace a posture of understanding and constant learning. Number 5. Reflect on yourself. Another fundamental point of Stoicism is the constant practice of self-reflection and self-examination. The Stoics held the belief that the quality of our thoughts has a direct impact on the quality of our existence. This is why, according to Marcus Aurelius, the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. When faced with situations of disrespect, there is a crucial need to look inwards, asking reflective questions that lead to a deeper understanding. Such questions might include, is there any truth in the other person's words or actions? Did I do or say something that may have contributed to this situation? How can I respond in a way that is consistent with my values and virtues? This regular practice of objective reflection not only allows for a deeper understanding of events and the individual's role in them, but also serves as a barrier against impulsive reactions. The Stoics maintained that constant reflection ensures that our responses are guided by rational judgments rather than impulsive reactions. Such an approach not only facilitates learning and understanding the situation, but also promotes personal growth and the development of wisdom over time. Number 6. Embrace acceptance. One of the fundamental lessons of Stoicism lies in the ability to deal with situations that are beyond our control, such as disrespect from other people. As Epictetus put it, to be truly wise is not to grieve for what you do not have, but to rejoice in what you do have. This perspective guides us to cultivate gratitude for what we have, rather than worrying excessively about what we lack. Stoicism, through the dichotomy of control, urges us to discern between what is under our control and what is not. We can influence our thoughts, feelings, and actions, but we have no power over external events or the behavior of others. Therefore, when we encounter situations of disrespect, it is crucial not to allow this to disturb our inner peace. Instead, we should accept that disrespect is an inevitable part of life and focus our efforts on constructive ways to improve ourselves and our situation. Adopting a Stoic approach to disrespect enables us to avoid unnecessary feelings of anger, frustration, and resentment. In addition, this philosophy of life offers us the opportunity to learn from experience and grow as individuals by approaching disrespect calmly and rationally. By internalizing these Stoic principles, we develop an emotional resilience that contributes significantly to our well-being and personal development. Number 7. Learn to pause. Seneca once shared a valuable piece of advice that still resonates today. When you feel angry, it's crucial to remember that this emotion is not just a momentary feeling, but a habit that develops over time. The Stoics stressed the importance of self-control and rationality. They argue that impulsive reactions, often motivated by intense emotions such as anger or frustration, frequently result in bad decisions and unnecessary suffering. In the context of disrespect, Stoic philosophy offers a specific approach: avoid impulsive responses. It recommends taking a moment to pause, organize your thoughts, and thus regain control over your emotions. This strategic pause offers the opportunity to respond in a more considered way, better aligning the response with the Stoic principles of wisdom and self-control. By resisting the urge to react immediately, you create space for more constructive and less emotionally charged interactions when confronted with disrespect. The strategy of taking a break is fundamental to Stoicism in order to keep calm and make rational decisions in the face of disrespect. This approach not only leads to more positive results in interactions, but also contributes to personal growth. By adopting this practice, it becomes possible to turn challenges into opportunities for learning and emotional strengthening. In this way, Stoicism offers a valuable guide to facing disrespect with dignity and wisdom. Number 8. Practice forgiveness. Imagine that someone disrespected you. How would you deal with this situation? Would you react angrily or just let it go? Stoicism offers some valuable insights that can help us better understand these challenging moments. For the Stoics, Forgiveness is more than a gesture directed at the other person. It is a gift we offer ourselves. Forgiveness is the key to finding inner peace and happiness, even if it is a challenging task. It's important to note that forgiving doesn't mean forgetting or passively accepting what happened. On the contrary, it means choosing to release the negative emotions that can affect us more than the other person. The Stoics instruct us to forgive everyone, but with discernment, compassion, and justice. In the context of Stoicism, the emphasis is on focusing on what we can control and leaving aside what is beyond our control. We recognize that we cannot control the actions of others, but we have the power to choose how we react. Choosing forgiveness in this sense means choosing to free ourselves from the weight of anger and resentment. Thus, following Stoic principles, choosing to forgive allows us to move forward with a sense of inner peace and tranquility. Stoicism sees forgiveness not as a weakness but as a strength. It is not a surrender, but a victory over our own emotions. Forgiveness in this context is not a sacrifice, but a reward that contributes to self-care and personal growth. Therefore, embracing forgiveness is considered a supreme act of self-care and a crucial step towards personal development. If you find it difficult to develop these actions that I'm showing you here, I have a message for you before the next lesson. Don't miss the chance to apply Stoic principles to deal with life's adversities. Grab the Stoic Mindset ebook now and discover how to cultivate serenity in the midst of chaos, make wiser decisions, and overcome adversity with mental strength. Click on the link in the first pinned comment and embark on your journey of wisdom. Number 9. Be empathetic. Epictetus and other Stoic sages share a valuable piece of wisdom. When looking for good things, look inside yourself first, not just at what's around you. The Stoics believe in the connection between people and that understanding the reasons and emotions of others can lead to better interactions and personal growth. In the face of disrespect, Stoicism suggests practicing empathy. Try to put yourself in the other person's shoes and understand their perspective. Empathy can open your vision to different aspects of the situation, showing that the disrespect may not be something personal or intentional, but rather the result of guilt, insecurities, fears, or ignorance on their part. Practicing empathy can also awaken compassion, helping to reduce negative feelings towards the person. By feeling empathy for the person who has disrespected you, you can avoid taking their words or actions personally and respond with respect and dignity. Empathy can be compared to a magic lens that offers the unique ability to see the world through someone else's eyes, allowing you to understand their feelings and reasons. In contrast to impulsive reactions of anger or defensiveness, practicing empathy provides a kinder and more respectful response to conflicts. This process not only prevents the situation from escalating, but also preserves the dignity of both parties involved. In exploring empathy, we discovered that this practice harmonizes with Stoic principles, compassion, and continuous personal improvement. By adopting empathy as a tool to face challenges, we strengthen our understanding of others. By practicing empathy, we not only improve our relationships with others, but also foster an environment of mutual understanding and respect, contributing to a more harmonious and compassionate world. Number 10. Ignore provocative behavior. In the context of disrespect, the application of the Stoic principle of ignoring provocative behavior takes on significant relevance. The Stoics, such as Seneca and Epictetus, stressed the need to cultivate emotional indifference to external events that are beyond our control. By adopting this stance, we are encouraged to reflect on the transience of disrespect, reminding ourselves that the actions of others do not determine our intrinsic value. Stoic practice teaches us to discern between what is in our power and what is not, directing our attention to the cultivation of virtue and inner serenity. Instead of reacting impulsively to disrespect, Stoic philosophy suggests that we consider ignorance as a way of preserving our inner peace. In doing so, we don't become oblivious to the world around us, but develop a valuable ability to separate our emotions from external influence. Ultimately, by applying the Stoic principle of ignoring provocative behavior in the face of disrespect, we seek to overcome the insult by developing an inner strength that is not shaken by external circumstances. Number 11. Focus on virtue. One of the fundamental ideas of Stoicism is the cultivation of virtues, such as wisdom and courage, which play a crucial role in our journey to live positively and act correctly. Seneca pointed out that virtue is simply right reason. This implies acting rationally and in harmony with the natural order of things. For the Stoics, virtue is considered the greatest goodness in life, surpassing everything else in importance. When we encounter situations of disrespect originating from others, Stoicism advises us to direct our response towards virtue. This doesn't mean ignoring or passively accepting disrespect, but rather reacting in a way that is in line with our Stoic values and principles. By focusing our attention on virtue, we are able to avoid being overwhelmed by negative emotions, preserve our dignity and integrity, and progress as human beings. Stoicism therefore challenges us to be the best version of ourselves, even in the face of challenges and disrespectful situations. By adopting this approach, we not only strengthen our emotional resilience, but also contribute to a more positive environment around us. This means that you shouldn't violate your values because of anger. Aggression, for example, can go against your values, and if you act aggressively, it may feel good at the moment, but it lasts less than a minute, but your action of aggression is eternal and you can't change it. Number 12, change your perspective. Perspective is a valuable skill that allows us to see situations in a broader and more objective way. This gift helps us to avoid taking things personally, especially when we face moments of disrespect. By adopting a broad perspective, we are able to realize that disrespect is often not that significant in the grand scheme of things. As the Stoic Emperor Marcus Aurelius said, "Our life is shaped by our thoughts." By applying perspective, we can recognize that most cases of disrespect are small and temporary. These episodes don't have the power to impact your true value or happiness. It's important to understand that disrespect largely reflects the other person's ignorance, insecurity, or weakness, and is not something that really belongs to them. In the face of disrespect, you have the option of choosing to ignore, forgive, or even learn from the situation, rather than allowing the disrespect to continually bother you. Perspective also plays a crucial role in helping you focus on what really matters in life: your goals, values, and abilities. By directing your energy and time towards pursuing what is good and meaningful to you, rather than wasting it on resentment or revenge, you create a more constructive and positive approach. Therefore, by cultivating this skill of perspective, you not only protect yourself emotionally, but also build a solid foundation for a richer and calmer life, centered on what really matters for your well-being and personal development. Always remember that Stoicism is not about repressing your emotions, but about managing them well. And the best person to do this in human history was Marcus Aurelius. See how he did it by clicking on the video on the screen.